from the well, F-R-O-M-T-H-A-W-E-L-L.
If you didn't know, I got a poster here of Jakarta. That was very close to where I was born, which was Singapore. It's an island off the tip of Indonesia. It's very clean because of the fact that it has a lot of rules. Is this a bad thing? No, that's the reason that it's very clean. All right, there's certain things you can and cannot do. You can chew gum, but you just can't sell or import it. They don't mess with gum because of the fact that it shut down the public transportation system for a point because of the fact that a piece of gum was put on the sensor, and they're not having that crap happen again. So, gum, don't mess with it in Singapore. Quitting smoking. It's a good time to quit smoking because of the fact that smoking is currently banned in restaurants, cinemas, and indoor public spaces. Singapore is considered increasing its ban to include parks and other public spaces. The current fine for a first-time offender can be as much as $1,000. So, smoking is not good for you. Vandalism, all right? Vandalism can incur the wrath of the rattan cane. You probably heard about that one kid spray painting cars and getting caned. That's what happened. They're not taking the crap. That's why the place is clean and pristine. There's a mandatory caning policy for vandalism offenses. This applies to writing on public property as well as hanging banners, flags, pamphlets, or displaying anything on existing public property. So you can also get fined up to $2,000, between 3 to 8 strokes of cane, and up to 3 years in prison. Women and men over 50 with those with health conditions are exempt from the caning. You had better be drug-free when in Singapore, because of the fact that the officials in Singapore can drug test you at any point or another. It's an offense to be on drugs in there, for some drug offenses. For some drug offenses, there's a mandatory death penalty. Goodness gracious! But hey, don't do it. Officials do not distinguish between drugs consumed before entering the country and those taken in Singapore. Police are able to force both residents and non-residents to submit to random drug testing. So, don't do drugs, okay? If you're in Singapore, just don't do drugs. Just keep away. The public transportation system may have the strictest rules of all because of the fact that I guess it was shut down by the government, so they don't want any other crap. There's no smoking, you can get fined $1,000. There's no eating or drinking, you can get fined $500. There's no flammable goods, you can get fined $5,000. And no, I don't know what that is, it looks like a fruit of some kind. But you can't even bring a bottle of water on their transit system. They're not messing with it because of the fact that the bottle of water can fall, it can slip, hurt somebody. They're not having it, okay? The reason that it's doing well is because it's not taking any crap, okay? If you go there, the place in general is expensive because of the fact that it's a nice place and it's very nice and they don't take any crap from anybody. If somebody going, no, you can't, okay? They have done this and it works and it's a fantastic place. Yes, it's strict, but how are you going to get stuff done? Okay, this is the place where they scoff at the no spanking rule. Okay, if you're bad, you get a spanking, but in Singapore you get the cane. Singapore is, unwanted touching, both violence or sexual, falls under the outrage of modesty law. Violations of this can bring up to 2 years in prison, caning, or a fine. So there's no public displays of affection, I guess. I'm not trying it, okay? Also, there is no naughty videos, if you know what I mean. If you bring any of that into the country, you can get a $1,000 fine as well as imprisonment. So don't bring any of that into the country. Hold your tongue about the Singaporean government. You can't talk crap about the Singaporean government. Why? Because you shouldn't talk crap. Look at all the stuff they gave you. Don't bite the hand that feeds. You know, when you're in the place, don't talk crap about them. It's a super nice place. It's because they've been making it super nice. It's not. It doesn't get that way because they just let anarchy run free. Okay, you have to have the rules. And a lot of people in general will trade. A lot of people want security more than they want freedom, and they give away a lot of their freedom to get security because of the fact that true freedom is anarchy. So you have to realize the reality of the situation. Oh yeah, this is one of those things. If I was to go back to Singapore, which I intend to do, you know, I want to go back eventually before the end of my life. I'd have to put my arm in a sling because of the fact that I'm left-handed, and it is not a country for lefties. Lefties are not like I was sitting there saluting somebody. I had no idea that saluting with the left hand was disrespectful. Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Because of the fact that in other countries and stuff like that, also in other countries, you don't want to use your left hand to greet, wave, eat, or interact with somebody of Malay, Indian, or Indonesian descent because that hand is associated with using the restroom. It's supposedly the hand you wipe with. That's how it's done over there. The left hand is a dirty hand. I don't feel that way because of the fact that I'm a lefty. So, but you got to follow the rules. You know, when in Rome. So that was the rules for Singapore. Really nice. If you get a chance, check out some pictures or go there and check it out. But when you do, be respectful. Be the politest person you can be. Be the most respectful person you can be. Be the best to your ability, as well as things too. Whereas like that has so many rules, so you want to be your best because you're scared to get in trouble. But it's a really nice place. From what I hear, it's pretty expensive, but yeah, really nice place.
Subscribe to the channel. Share your comments. Like it. From the well.